The carnivore diet is a way of eating based around animal foods. This means all types of meat, all types of fish, and also animal products such as eggs. But what about cheese? With such a large portion of the population being intolerant to dairy, is cheese okay to consume on a carnivore diet? In this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of cheese and whether or not you should include it on a carnivore diet. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kate, I'm a health coach and I post videos on a high-fat, nutrient-dense way of eating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share, and make sure to subscribe. And make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook where I share new posts every single day. Today, we are talking about cheese on a carnivore diet. This is one of those gray areas that not everyone agrees on. So today, I'm going to be talking about both sides and how to know if it is suitable for you. So, do I think that cheese is part of a carnivore diet? Short answer, yes. Long answer, it depends on the individual as well as your goals at the time. I will talk more about the goals portion in a second, but first I want to talk about lactose intolerance. Lactose intolerance. Approximately 65% of people worldwide are said to be lactose intolerant. People who have a lactose intolerance lack lactase, wow, that sounded like a tongue twister, which is the enzyme that digests dairy. When you lack this enzyme, lactose is left to ferment in the bowel, which can cause things such as cramps, bloating, and other side effects. Part of whether you're lactose intolerant or not comes down to genetics. Certain ethnic backgrounds have a higher rate of lactose intolerance than others do. Now, there is some debate over whether it makes a difference if the milk is pasteurized or raw. Raw milk advocates will say that even someone who thinks they're intolerant to dairy will be able to handle raw milk fine with no side effects and only the benefits, but this is widely debated. Lactose in cheese. Now, this is something that I feel like a lot of people don't know, but most cheeses only have trace amounts of lactose. So even someone who is lactose intolerant can usually handle cheese without the side effects they would get from drinking milk. This is because of the fermentation during the cheese making process. The lactose sugar is broken down and turned into acid. Cheeses that are aged go through a longer fermentation and therefore have less lactose. Some have less than 0.1 grams per serve. The benefits of cheese. Cheese is a good source of several nutrients. One of the best things about cheese is that it has a good amount of calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin K2. These three nutrients work together to keep your bones and heart healthy. Vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 ensure that calcium is absorbed easily and reaches your bone mass. Cheese is also a good source of CLA, which is known to lower inflammation and promote heart health. Another benefit of cheese is that it is a good way to ensure you are getting enough fat in your diet. The average macros for cheese are about 75% fat, 25% protein, with only trace amounts of carbohydrates. Anyone who is familiar with ketogenic macros will know that these are pretty spot on for what you aim for. The dark side of cheese. So yes, I do think that cheese is carnivore diet friendly, but there's a catch. Cheese and other types of dairy are the only carnivore diet foods that are easy to overconsume. This is partly to do with the fact that the casein in cheese can be addictive. Yes, you heard me. Casein is a type of protein in dairy. When you digest it, your body breaks it down into smaller compounds known as casomorphins. Casomorphins can attach to dopamine receptors in your brain, and this causes a dopamine release. The brain releases dopamine when we do something pleasurable, and this can lead to the body craving more of that same action, or in this case, food. In this scenario, it can lead to your body craving more cheese. People with addictive personalities will have a harder time fighting these cravings, So again, it comes down to the individual. Cheese and your goals. Because cheese is easy to become hooked on and easy to overconsume, this can be counterproductive if your goal is fat loss. But on the opposite end, it can support your goals if you are looking to gain weight or increase performance, both physically and mentally. If you do currently include it in your diet and you're progressing towards your goals, then that's totally fine. No reason to cut it out. However, if you are not progressing towards your goals, or maybe you've hit a plateau, cutting it out for a period of time may help to speed up the process. The best cheese to eat on a carnivore diet. Now, I've read several places over the internet that hard cheeses are recommended over soft cheeses on a carnivore diet, and I'm not really sure why this is. It is more the aging length that matters if lactose is the concern. As I mentioned, aged cheeses are lower in lactose, but they are also higher in nutrients. Some of these cheeses include Parmesan, cheddar, and brie. Fresh cheeses are going to be higher in lactose, so those are things such as cottage cheese, cream cheese, and ricotta. Now, if you are not lactose intolerant, then the latter are totally fine to include as well. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments down below if you currently include cheese in your diet. Maybe you've cut it out. Did you notice any benefits? Let me know down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, click that subscribe button. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.